All right, so we're back here with Indiana, and today is a really exciting episode. No games today, but we have the offseason. And the last thing I did in the last episode was go over the players that are leaving. We're going to go over that again because it is a lot. We're just going to go position by position. So Connor Ballsack and Jack Tuttle both leaving. Our two highest overall quarterbacks. I kind of feel bad for not playing Ballsack at all. He was an 86. Maybe he could have done the same thing as Tuttle, but Tuttle, the Tuttle shuttle, made the team fight. Running back. Our star running back, Sean Shivers, is leaving, but Jalen Lucas can go back to running back next year. Malachi Holt-Bennett, who was our tight end for a little while. DJ Matthews, who had a really nice end of the year, both leaving. Our starting tight end for the majority of the season, Barner, is leaving. Our starting left tackle is leaving. Our starting right tackle is leaving. Our starting right end is leaving, and our backup right end is leaving. Our starting defensive tackle is leaving. Our two star players on defense, and Aaron Casey won the Buck Kiss Award. He's leaving. B. Jennings is leaving. You know, not the highest overalls, but they had really nice seasons. One of our highest overall players, Cam Jones, is leaving. Our three highest overall corners are leaving in Tywan Mullen, Lem Watley, Neely, and Jalen Williams. Our starting free safety, Brian Fitzgerald, is leaving. And finally, our starting strong safety, Devin Matthews, is leaving. So we have so many people that are leaving, and even our kicker's leaving. This is going to be a completely new team next year. I'm actually really excited for it. Let's see if we got any transfer requests. And for Indiana, we didn't get any players drafted. Not really surprised by that. But transfer requests right here. Let's see who wants to come. No one wants to come. Okay. I was hoping maybe we could get some in the transfer portal, something. Next up right here, we have recruiting, though. Recruiting is going to be kind of big for us. Let's see what we can do. Who's even left on our recruiting board that we didn't get or that could be there? Early Harrison, I really wish we could unlock ourselves from Brian Scott bad, but we are going to give a lot of points to Early Harrison. I'm thinking at least 5K. He's probably the most important person that we need because he could potentially, I don't want to say he's going to start for us next year, but he is very, very important. I think he's going to be someone that develops nicely and eventually probably will be our starting left tackle in like a couple years. So I'm going to put 5K on him. Who else do we really care about? Mike Noble is one of them for sure. Dallas Folk as well. Gary Cunningham could be nice too. I'm going to give Early like 3,500. We're going to knock it down a little bit. I really hope Vanderbilt doesn't go crazy on him. But what we're going to do is we're going to give Mike Noble probably around like 1,500. I don't think Arkansas will catch up that much to us. And if they do, actually, I'll give them 2,000 just to kind of make sure like Arkansas doesn't like snake us and somehow get them. I will be pissed. Dallas Folk right here, we do have to go a little bit crazy on. I think we need about like 3K on him to get him over Virginia. And then for our final amount of points, I'm going to put it all in on Gary Cunningham. Try to get him over Texas Tech. So yeah, I don't even know if he will really play for us. But yeah, this is what we're doing for recruiting. Hopefully we can get it done. All right, now we're going to advance to signing day. Did we steal anyone? Did we get them going to signing day? We didn't get Brian Scott, obviously. Gary Cunningham's going to Texas Tech. We got Dallas Folk, which is nice. Early Harrison is coming here too. Okay. We hit on a lot of people that we did want. I think that's awesome. We got 7 3-stars. We got a lot of QBs coming in, which is kind of crazy. Dallas Folk, I feel like is kind of big too. But yeah, I will take that, man. I think we did really, really nice. Now, next stage right here, we got position changes. Let's just go over the entire team. So Rusty Hamilton, obviously, we have 4 freshman QBs. Rusty, of course, is going to be the starter with 85 speed. Jalen Lucas, to me, is going to stay our running back. And I think Jalen Lucas is going to be our starter running back. Now, the thing here is McCauley will only play for us if he's our starting tight end. Like, our 3 receivers next year are Tidwell, Jonathan Kendrick, and Tom Williams. Like, these 3 receivers right here are going to make the offense explosive. I feel bad because Cam Camper, as a senior, not going to play. Anderson Kobe, like, I feel bad. Omar Cooper was a freshman. We could maybe move him to tight end. The thing that makes the most sense is McCauley to tight end. And I know he's a 41 overall, but he is going to start for us there. He will. He will be our starting tight end. And the offensive line right here looks really, really, really bad. Is there anything we can do to maybe like move some people around? We don't have a right tackle. That is not good. DJ Moore right here is a sophomore. I'm okay with moving him to right tackle. He's a freshman, and hopefully he can just develop, get a little bit better in the offseason. For defensive ends, do we have like enough right ends? We have no right ends. So we're going to move some people over. Bo Robbins as a senior, and then our junior. And then our junior right here, yeah, he can just go to right end. I think that's fine. Cooper, I'll also move one of the freshmen, Vincent Sneed, to right end, just as a backup. Defensive tackle, again, we're a little bit weak with. We have no left outside linebackers. We have 1 middle linebacker. Probably should have recruited this a little bit more, you know? We're going to move Matt Holt to a left outside linebacker. We might have to move a corner, or I don't even want to say corner. Travis Bradford is going to start for us as a true freshman. And if we have any sort of safeties that can play, we might move one of these junior linebackers to a middle linebacker. Let's see. What's his overall? 66 middle linebacker. He's 6'1", 204, 77 speed. He does not have the speed to be a safety. I'm going to move him to linebacker. We do have one athlete in Dusty. He would be a 72 running back, 74 overall wide receiver, and just going over all his other positions. Yeah, he's a wide receiver or running back. So I think I'm going to make him a wide receiver. And here's why, because that will allow us to start Jalen Lucas at running back. And then our wide receivers are Dusty Wright, Darius Tidwell, Jonathan Kendrick, and then Tom Williams coming off the bench, which is super, super, super nice. And then Cam, like, dude, there's a lot of receivers that are not going to play for us. I feel bad that there's not a lot of receivers that are going to play for us. I'm also going to move Mike Noble to middle linebacker. The team looks really, really young, which isn't a bad thing. But man, we do not have high overalls. We're going to skip to training results right here. Let's see what the team is looking like after all this training. We need some people to take some major, major jumps. Cam Camper is our highest overall player, and I don't think he's going to play. Quarterback, we got nothing. Running back, Jalen Lucas up a speed point. He's up to a 78. He's going to be our starter. Josh Henderson, you are hitting the bench. Receivers, nothing really crazy. For tight ends, McCauley, I like that he is getting a little bit better. Our offensive line doesn't look that terrible anymore. Like, it's obviously not good, but not terrible. Defensive line, we get some people in the 80s. Not a lot, though. Not a lot of people in the 80s. Brian Lanier's up to the 80s. Okay. Anyone else? Okay, this team, like, the team looks bad, but I feel like we are going to perform way better. And we don't really need to cut anyone, so I'm just going to skip by that. We're good on that. I'm looking at the schedule right here. I kind of want to play some good teams, and we have Michigan, Michigan State, Ohio State still, Penn State as well. I kind of want to take off, like, North Texas and try to get, like, a more competitive game. We got to get our on Bowling Green as well. Potential teams we could play here, maybe like a Boise State, Kentucky, who was ranked, Louisville, North Carolina as well. I'm going to go ahead and try to get a ranked opponent right here. I'm going to go North Carolina. Yeah, we want to get a little bit more competitive, get some more ranked people on the schedule, and we still have what I would say what should be easy games. I know overall wise, we're not really better than last year. All right, now we're going to set up the depth chart right here. Rusty Hamilton is going to be our starter with Jason McDaniel being our backup. Running back, Jalen Lucas is going to be the starter. Our backup is actually going to be Calvin Washington, a freshman. Jalen Lucas is an impact player, and I think he will have a really nice season. For wide receiver, Cam Camper is not the starter. Our starting wide receiver is going to be Dusty Wright. Our second wide receiver is going to be Darius Tidwell. Third receiver right here is going to be Jonathan Kendrick. Our fourth receiver right here is going to be Tom Williams. And then we're going to go ahead and get a Camper. And then Kobe is going to be our sixth wide receiver, which I feel bad that, you know, Cam Camper, impact player, by the way, too, not starting. Don't care. We are starting a lot of freshmen. I know. And for tight end, it is 100% going to be McCauley. For tight end, we could potentially start Cam Camper. You know what? Let's do it. I want Cam Camper to play. I would feel terrible senior year he doesn't play at all. So we're going to give Cam Camper a chance at tight end. We are also going to go ahead and start McCauley as the second string tight end. And finally, like, Bombo right here can be our third string. I don't mind it. Left tackle looks fine. Left guard looks fine. Center, right guard, right tackle all look fine. Left end, right end. Defensive tackle look fine as well. Left outside linebacker looks fine. Middle linebacker looks fine as well. We have a CB. Trevo Mullen, 74 overall at middle linebacker. Why don't you just start? Yeah. We can move you there too. You're a 74 speed CB. I mean, he's 5'11". He's undersized. To me, it seems like he has the skills to play the position. Right outside linebacker, Jared Casey. Travis Bradford is going to be someone that starts for us. Brian Lanier, Travis Bradford, young secondary, but, you know, starting to get a good secondary. Lucas Moore, another freshman that has to start for us. Our strong safety is going to be a junior Jordan Greer. Don't mind it. I really don't. Now for redshirt players right here, a lot of them are going to be like freshmen that are not going to play, and we have a lot of freshmen that are going to play. I'm okay with redshirting Akeem Todd, Early Hairston, Michael Anthony shouldn't play. I'm okay with redshirting Dallas Folk as well. We're going to redshirt almost everyone else though. that, again, just really isn't going to play. All right, so we have our base recruiting board set. Tony Williams, 5-star recruit. He is a 6'7", 231 tight end that could be 88 speed. He is someone that I really want. Charles Marcus right here, 86 speed, 95 acceleration, 83 zone. He is going to be a safety or a corner for us, 100%. I know he has good route running as well, but the man zone, I feel like he's going to be better on defense for us. And besides that, I would say it's relatively like boring, not like flashy positions. We have our receivers, we have our quarterback, we have our running back. It's just a lot of like middle linebacker, left outside linebacker, stuff like that, the positions that I'm looking for. Kind of what we did with wide receiver. I want to do the same thing with CB this time. Josh Grant looks insane. 96 speed and 90 zone coverage as like what would be a freshman. He looks ridiculous. And that's going to get us to the start of the regular season, man. I cannot wait to use this team. It's going to be so fun to use this team, man. We have playmakers, we have the speed, we have the QB. It's just going to be fun to see how the team develops. I wouldn't be surprised if Rusty Hamilton ends up breaking like all of Indiana's records. That's how confident I am that we got the right man for the job. And yeah, that was the base recruiting board. Week 1, we don't play anyone, so I'm going to go ahead sim to Mizzou. And that's going to be the end of this episode. Just an off season. We are now in the lead on Josh Grant over Alabama. Jay Crosby, we're going to send him a scholarship now and try to go all in on him. Benny Connell, we're a little bit behind Buffalo. Mike Patterson, we are a little bit behind Clemson. Will Jones, we're a little bit behind. Charles Marcus, we are in the lead on. I'm confident we will get him and Tony Williams, I believe. Adam Peters, we're a little bit behind on. Daryl Howe, same story. Isaac Scott, kind of the same thing. We might need to look to go in like different directions. Something I can do is also try to recruit Devin Reed, who's JUCO, so he won't be here for a while. But, I mean, does not look like a bad player. We'll give him a scholarship as well. And just slightly going after Cameron Wood, just spending our recruiting points somewhere. I think this team may surprise some people, man. I know, again, we're not the highest overall. Like, we just look at Mizzou, right? We're a 72 overall with the 67 offense. I feel like we're going to play a lot better than that. I think Mizzou should be worried. But yeah, boys, I hope y'all did enjoy this episode of Indiana Dynasty. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you guys want more content, check the links in the description. I have a main channel that focuses on Madden Ultimate Team. Also have another channel that is more Madden franchise content, kind of storyline like this based on what's happening in the NFL. Also, I stream a lot over on Twitch, so make sure to follow that as well if you want to watch me play live. But yeah, like I was saying, I hope y'all did enjoy, man. Other than that, though, y'all, has been your boy Dill, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.